It's week 2 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Alexander Madison. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Steps away. And some space here.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Well, the numbers for Flowers last week.
6 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
In motion is Hardy.
Now it's Jackson.
Hardy's got it on the out route.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Aguilar in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard.
At the 11-yard line.
Sit up. Sit up.
Running from the gun with Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. In motion, Aguilar. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 138 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Here's Minshew. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. To throw is Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
13. Yo.
Now Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
16 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd
Ozzy, sit up.
Now it's Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Minshew sets to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle.
Takes it to about the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bowers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alexander Madison, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Jackson now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! Sit hot!
Jackson.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. An option give now to Mitchell.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Henry again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dance, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Going to run with Madison again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Madison.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 3rd down and 10.
Now Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They give him a gain of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a give to Madison. Muscles him off. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Raiders! Michael His second touchdown on the season, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season?
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
On the sneak, Minshew.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. Ezekiel Elliott, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Mike Evans, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. It was a running back, Alexander Madison, who put together a solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now back to throw.
Throw caught by Flowers.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete.
He's up to the 20.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Sit high.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's up to the 43.
That's good for a Baltimore first
Sit on.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Start offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, middle. Go.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10.
13. Sit high.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Well, this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Here's Minshew.
Slant to Adams.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little on 4th down.
They'll try and run the option.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Another carry now for Madison. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Now 3rd down and 7.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Here's Madison running on 1st down. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Minshew sets to throw.
Oh, the slant connects with Davante Adams.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Mayer there to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Now a 3rd and 6. In motion is Hardy.
They go play action with Jackson. That is caught. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw again is Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd down and 8.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
They'll run it with Madison. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry of the game for Zamir White.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Madison. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Madison. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Going on the ground with Madison.
He'll get this down to...
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now Jackson.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Jackson now.
Complete to Likely.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Jackson will throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Here's Jackson to throw.
Down to the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Raiders first down.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now a give to Madison. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 87 yards here for Madison. He's got a first down. Going right side is White. We're down to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Raiders, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.